The news today is that the independent board of directors of the Rugby Football League have awarded a one-year provisional licence to Bradford Bulls to bring to an end some of the uncertainty that has existed over that club over the course of the last 3 or 4 months. So the club will be able to participate in the Super League competition in 2013.
What does this mean for the wider competition for Super League and for the Championship? Well,
it brings to an end a period of considerable uncertainty, and I think that it's something that we needed to do as a sport. Bradford have obviously had their difficulties over the course of the last 4 or 5 months. It's now in the hands of new owners who have got fresh enthusiasm and a fresh vision and the resources that are needed to take the club forward. So I think that the board were cognizant of that situation and wanted to bring an end to the uncertainty by awarding Bradford the licence for a one-year provisional period.
Bradford were already in Super League. Was it simply a box-ticking exercise that they were straight in there?
Categorically not. No, we're very clear about that. I think that the board have to weigh up lots of different factors in working out what is in the best interest of the sport, and certainly given the timelines and the state of the the calendar that we're at and how long there is between now and the start of next season, and so the difficulties that the other clubs have to try and mount sensible and credible applications. They felt that on the whole that this was the most equitable outcome for the wider sport.
So what does a probationary licence involve?
Well, clearly they'll be monitoring. We will be monitoring the performance of the club over the course of the next 12 months. They are new owners, and whilst we're impressed by their enthusiasm and their energy, we do want to make sure that, as far as possible, the promises that they have made as part of taking on this club are kept, and therefore we'll be working with them. So I think that's the most important thing. But it's set against a backdrop of the strategic policy review that's commenced already in terms of how we work from a licence perspective going forward. So those are the two factors that have been in consideration when making this decision.
How much support is there around the wider game for this decision?
I think there's considerable support. I think most people think that this is a logical solution to a difficult set of circumstances. I think that certainly there will be dissenting voices, and that's absolutely fine, because not everybody will agree with the decision that's been taken. But the great strength of having an independent board of directors is they are charged without any club conflict or without any vested interest to deliver solutions that are in the widest interest of the total game, and this is one of those situations, and sometimes every now and then leadership is about making decisions that are not going to be universally popular, but necessarily this is the right decision.
We have a Super League club with new owners. What does that say about the state of Super League that someone's coming in now?
Well, I think it's a significant vote of confidence. I think we all appreciate that Super League is a fantastic competition. There's a lot being written and a lot being said about its difficulties, and some of that's been exaggerated, but notwithstanding that, at the end of the day we've got here new people prepared to invest in Rugby League, to invest in Super League and invest in their city, and that's something that we should celebrate, really.
Outside Super League, for the Championship clubs, has anyone been disadvantaged here?
Well, the Championship clubs absolutely understood that there was a 3-year licence in place, and therefore they have an opportunity to apply for the Super League in the fullness of time. But as I said, there's a separate piece of work going on as to how the Super League competition and the Championship will interact going forward, and that's started already, and will, if you like, report back over the course of the next 6 months. So I don't think any club has been disadvantaged, and therefore it is the best solution. That's one of the factors that the board of directors were very cognizant and very mindful of in making the decision that they have done.